The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze, and good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna, just say, hey, I wanna.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to K-Fabulous, your source for wrestling news. I'm your new slam.
Wait, excuse me. What was the name of our radio station?
K-Fabulous.
I do not.
Well, as you know, in pro wrestling, kayfabe is the portrayal of events within the industry as real or true. It represents a suspension of disbelief required to watch wrestling. So K-Fabulous is the name of our wrestling show that we're doing.
If you have to look at Urban Dictionary to
I know this stuff.
decipher a goof, then
I don't. But if you're in the world, this is a show for true fans. I am ever since I am watching WrestleMania tonight. I have been really into the world, the mythos, if you will, of WrestleMania, or as I like to call it, the Big Slam. And K-Fabulous is a new direction for my brother and me, an advice show for the modern era that represents that new direction, that bold new direction that I'm taking our show in. This is not an April Fool's.
So basically,
gag.
what you're saying is we've picked a fake sport for fake sport people.
who's your favorite slam man?
Right now, people who are working
today.
right now. I mean, all time, obviously, Bret the Hitman Hart. Right now,
Is he the one who fell and died?
No, that's his dear departed brother Owen. Right now, I'm really into Fancy Dan, the Turnbuckle Man, who is sort of he's kind of like that berries and cream guy from the Starburst commercials, except his leg muscles are just pumping. You know, he's like
He uses them to kick, I understand.
Yeah, he'll kick anything that moves. They don't let babies snare him anymore because he will just kick. It's like blind instinct in there. It's like working with a puma.
Yeah. I miss who? I miss Jimmy Jean Shorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He was the slam man who would wear like sweatpants into the ring and just get the ever loving shit just beaten out of him or kicked out of him. And then when in his hour of need, he would rip his sweatpants off and there would be some jorts on under it. And then he would find his strength inside of himself via using the jean shorts as some sort of focus.
I do.
You know who I miss?
Who's that, Travis?
The Karate Kid.
Yeah, he was very good.
He was really weird. He had a weird thing about him.
I do want to introduce ourselves before we get too deep into K-Fabulous. I am your oldest brother, Justin the Reconciler McElroy.
And I'm your middleest brother, Hacksaw Travis McElroy.
And I am your baby brother, Griffin Daisy Dukes McElroy. I was Jimmy Jean Shorts' second. I was his
job
foil.
His foil. That's what they use. That's what they call it. Sort of like Paul Bearer was the foil of the Undertaker. I am the one part of this goof in this advice show for the modern era that we do every week. The one part of this is not goof. I am indeed watching WrestleMania this evening, and I have been attempting to educate myself, to catch myself up on some of the various storylines and plot lines that will be represented this evening. I hear The Rock is coming back to fight our dear friend John Cena. That will be an athletic contest.
He is the reigning champion from last year's WrestleMania, even though he was the fucking referee.
Right.
WrestleMania, you are the craziest.
You are so crazy. Speaking of crazy, what I was really shocked by is that there are men in this athletic contest that were adult men wrestling when I was a baby boy.
Right.
And now I'm a grown man. I've grown into my body. You know, I have my own muscles and my own takedown moves.
Yeah.
But these guys are still out there doing their thing. They're
The
still
Undertaker-
out there.
The Undertaker is literally 78 years old now, right?
But how hard must it be to retire from this sport and do something else?
well,
Like, what do you do after this?
Well, you become an undertaker. I mean, obviously, your business, you will not be able to control how much work you get there. But the Undertaker's 47 years old. He's basically.
I saw him in last year's WrestleMania. He looked 96.
You could stack two dads on top of each other, and depending on the dad, they still might not be as old as the Undertaker.
Sure.
He's the oldest person basically in the world, and he is out there tonight at the wrestling event that I'm going to be a very big fan of. He is out there tonight just dealing out, the classic Texas Red style justice that he's known for. He's going to be dishing it out.
And then
I don't-
driving his kids to school.
Yeah, right.
I don't want him to.
And his
I don't want him
grandkids.
to. I don't want him to hear me, because he could probably just obliterate me.
Yeah.
He could just erase me from existence with one slam. But I watched him last year, and his skin looked so brittle, wrapped around his muscles. It looked like at any time, like if he gets slammed the wrong way, that his skin would just like pop, and his insides would just spill out. He would just spill out onto the canvas.
That would be, that's the ultimate power move. If you're talking about intimidation, if your opponent goes into a match knowing that with the wrong slam,
You could
they could
burst.
split you wide open like a balloon full of SpaghettiOs. That's a horrifying image to try to put on somebody.
That's why Jimmy Jean Shorts isn't allowed to play anymore.
Oh yeah,
He burst open Rey Mysterio. That's why he has to wear that mask.
poor Rey Mysterio. He is inspired by luchadors.
CM Punk saw the event, got so scared he went straight edge. These
I-
are all wrestling goofs. How do I know all this
I
shit?
don't know.
How do you know this
It's
shit?
terrifying. You have these deep pools of knowledge within yourself. Like the only thing I know, I knew I was gonna bust out one of the Undertaker's moves is the "I'm so sorry for your loss." That's one. That's
The
one
smelling salts.
where he
But he's
kinda
known he's known for his pile driver, and I know that, and I don't know how I know that.
It's called the
Tombstone, isn't it?
Tomb Raider. It's called the Tomb Raider.
That's right.
Is the name of that move. So this has been K-Fabulous, our podcast within a podcast about wrestling. We sure hope you enjoyed it, but now I think we should try our hands at some advice. I have quite a large friend group and we all get along, but there's one girl who's part of them who lately has just been so annoying. We try to be nice and try to be patient, but sometimes she could be too annoying. Is there any way I can get her to leave us, or at least me alone, without being rude or hurting her feelings? That's from Annoiding, Kansas City.
I understand. This is like a huge problem in pretty much every friend group. You have that one friend that every time he or she comes around, they just ruin your pizza.
Right. Mm-hmm. Ruin the
Like, they'll
special
just-
blend of friendship toppings that you've made.
No, it's the freshness. They lose the freshness of the pizza, and you want to. These are Noid goofs.
Okay. Oh, wow.
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 They said, my friend is annoyed, and like that.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Welcome to the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour with Griffin McElroy. Rowan and Martin's shit show.
Guys,
My brother,
the
my brother,
Noid,
me.
the Noid is back.
Is
It's
he
better
back?
than ever.
And more relevant than ever, apparently. You could tell what great momentum he has because Griffin has to explain the goof to us. You can tell what a great dent he's making in the
Who
the
hears
popular
about
culture.
the compromising of pizza freshness and doesn't instantly think of the Noid? The two are synonymous.
I mean, basically, you were right. The problem with this, here's the problem with getting rid of the annoying friend. You got an annoying friend in your group, happens to the best of us. If you get rid of that annoying friend, someone else becomes the most annoying friend in your group. And
Yep.
friendo, that might be you.
Yeah.
You need to if before you extricate this person, you need to make sure that you are not going to be the new sort of object of ire, you know?
Is it sort of like a reverse Highlander?
Yes.
There has to be one.
There has to be one. Sometimes there's two, but it has to be at least one. And you need to make sure that you're not sort of next in the line of succession.
Look around you. Make sure there's someone more annoying than you, but less annoying than her. You're
Yes.
golden.
Then you're set to move on.
You guys are turning this into a punishment, when in reality it could be a teacher opportunity.
Oh, tell me how.
I think you could show this person the error of their ways, and I think you could do it in a classy way.
Like a Christmas Carol kind of way?
Yeah, well, I don't
There
know.
will be 3 ghosts.
No, there doesn't. No,
Could there be ghosts?
No, we
the
don't
lesson
need
won't
to go-
be. It won't be spectral in nature.
This sounds like a one ghost problem to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.5.
So what you can do, it'd be like, hey, you just to let you know, like when you talk during movies, like it's irksome. This is a teacher opportunity. I'm helping you. You got to make sure to say like I am helping you, and make sure that they know that you're not just like slapping them on the wrist. That they.
You know, though, Griff, I think that only works if the person already kind of has an inkling that they might be annoying.
Oh, they know.
Oh, they know.
How do they not?
Their
Come
own
on.
parents don't like to hang around them. You need to tell this person, listen, you are in real dire straits here.
Yeah.
You are in peril of being extricated. I'm going to reshape you. Like in The Legend of Bagger Vance, I'm going to train you in how to be a better person.
This is me helping you. You constantly talk down any plans that we may come up with, and it's just kind of brings down the group when you do that. So if you be more of a yes man instead of a no sir, then I'm helping you. This is a teacher opportunity. Get off my pizza.
And as long as you have a clipboard, that's totally cool.
Everything's great.
You can either start being a yes man or a hey, where are you guys, man?
Yeah.
The choice
Why
is
isn't
really-
anyone answering the phone, man?
Yeah, you don't want to be that man. So, I think if you're, it depends on how much energy. Sometimes you don't have the energy for that, especially as you get older. You just kind of stop calling people.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. You just sort of let them ease on down the road.
Well, that's another.
obsolescence.
Oh, that's another great lesson to take away from this, Justin. If this person is like, if you're in school and have a bunch of classes with this person, and they are, no matter what you do, going to be in the same place as you on many occasions into the future, don't pull the trigger on this,
Yep.
because they're still gonna be there, awkwardly over in the corner. Yeah, right. So
fate
if
worse
you
than
can
death.
escape them, don't pull the trigger on this.
Don't pull the trigger. You know what you should pull the trigger on though? Are you a Maximum Fun fan, or would you say you're a fanatic? Do you listen to My Brother, Me, and Judge John Hodgman and Jordan Jesse Go and Stop Podcasting Yourself in International Waters and the new hit Throwing Shade? Do you listen to all those? And you think, God, I love this. I'm really enjoying this, but how can I return the generosity, the audio generosity it was showing me? You have that opportunity right now. It's we're in the second half, entering the back stretch of the Maximum Fun Drive. You have 1 week left to get in on this and show your support for your Maximum Fun family. Can I say family? Is that?
Yeah, I think family is fair. I think of every single one of our listeners as I don't know, a first cousin.
Yeah. Here's the let me give you guys the short version of the pitch. You go to MaximumFun.org/donate. There are several donation levels starting at $5 a month all the way up to $200 per month if you want to be one of Jordan's Platinum Angels. I want to tell you what happens if you give us, if you can find it in your heart to part with $20 a month. You can say, hey, I love these shows. I love the brothers. I love Jordan Jesse Go less than them. I want to give you $20 a month. You're going to join.
Why less?
They love them less than us. They love us more. That's key. We're going to come back to that in a second.
Okay.
So you want to give $20 a month. You're going to join the Diamond Friendship Circle. You'll receive a shiny new stainless steel water bottle in a handy on-the-go size. It's going to be screen printed with the cool Maximum Fun rocket ship logo. You're also going to get a beautiful Max Fun friendship bracelet that is going to look so fresh and will guarantee you the biggest of hugs when you meet us in person, which you secretly know you will someday. You don't want to be not wearing the bracelet because we'll know.
Last year it was the Maximum Fun membership cards, and no kidding, anytime we went to an event, we would see people who would bust those out and give them just the dankest headiest hugs that they have ever received.
Murliest hugs.
You don't want to miss out on that treatment.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on that. And you're also going to get, and this I think is the greatest gift of all, but you are going to get a ton of digital content. You're going to get a bonus My Brother and Me episode starring our dad with us. You're going to get a 15-minute video of us performing in Austin of our Austin live show. You're also going to get a Rift video that's us watching an old-timey educational film about alcohol and goofing on it. And that's just from us. Everybody's got a bunch of bonus episodes and videos like that. So you're going to get access to a ton of that stuff. And
you get that at every level.
Level. $5 a month. You can get all that stuff, and it will just mean the world to us. Now, here's the important thing. Right now, My Brother and Me is getting... I don't want to turn it into a competition, but it is. We're getting beat by Jordan Jesse Go. You choose your favorite show when you pledge, and more people are choosing them than us. We're tied with Bullseye, and that's on the radio. So they don't need you like we need you.
They're getting them radio dollars.
Gosh,
Yeah.
they're getting radio money. We need your real money. We need you to rise up and say, my favorite show is My Brother and Me, and I love all the shows, but I love them best.
Think of it this way. It's both your opportunity to contribute to Maximum Fun as a whole, and also your opportunity to really let everyone know that we're way better than them.
Yeah, you really got to help us stick it to the man. And by the man, we mean everybody that's not us, because we're paranoid. But anyway, MaximumFun.org/donate. Go there right now. Rise up, MBMBaM, crush the JJ Go army underneath your hand like so many shoddily constructed action figures.
And then after you do that, go on Twitter and tell everyone that you voted for us above everyone else.
Sorry, fools. Sorry, haters.
And make sure to use the hashtag MaxFunDrive so they know that MBMBaM rules.
Why would they know that from that?
Well, I guess you got to use both the MBMBaM hashtag and the MaxFunDrive.
And a picture of
Hashtag.
yourself
There are no characters left for tweeting.
and a picture of
Just tweet
yourself
that you-
flipping the double bird. It's just like this is for Jordan and Jesse. I got one for each of you in your ear. So do that. That seems like pretty extreme. But if
They're
you do
putting
that,
their middle fingers in Jordan and Jesse's
Listen,
ears.
Like
here's the thing.
like corn holders.
They're
just
talking
right
about their
in their
donation.
ears.
Here's the tweet. You're talking about your donation. You've got MaxFunDrive and MBMBaM hashtags in there. You've got a link to MaximumFun.org/donate. And
Okay,
you've got a picture.
You are at 190 characters right now, but go on.
Also got a picture of yourself flipping the double bird, one for Jordan and one for Jesse.
And a
That's
gif
down.
of someone with a sour face is going,
No, we don't have room for that in my tweet.
You
I
link,
just want that
you link
tweet.
that. You link that on TwitPic. You're at around 300 characters.
Just
That's great.
send that to us and we'll retweet it because I really want to see at least one person do that. Come on. Griffin, you know what I
Here's a
mean.
Yahoo answer for us to consider. It was sent in by Atiana Kuriyama. Thank you, Atiana. It's by Yahoo Answers user Kyle, who asks, I'm a country boy and I want a tattoo. I think it's supposed to be tattoo, but
Okay.
when it's only got the one O.
I want Audrey Tattoo.
A tattoo you get is when you get a tattoo because you've plateaued in your life.
Sure.
I've tattooed.
It's not a tattoo on your toe. Travis is going to go for the fucking meta goof. Go on. Go on.
I want something that says, hey, I'm a country boy and proud of it. Dunno which words to use, though. Something short and sweet. A one-liner. Or, even better, a few words. Thanks for the help. He spelled for F-E or R to really drive the point home that he is rural.
Basically anything that Hank Williams Jr. has ever said,
Okay.
ever escaped his lips, escaped his mustache, more trickily, would be a great option here.
I suppose anything from the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Any of their jokes.
Get her done.
No, I think it's get 'em done.
Just do it.
Get them done already.
Maybe like
Truckin' and fucking.
no way, Maybe something patriotic, like the Diggum frog standing in front of an American flag, but also
Sure.
on top of a French flag.
While crushing a French Tweety bird.
Or
Dip
crushing a
one
French-
for my people. Dip one like he's doing chaw, but he's doing it in honor of his people.
What says I'm a country? What is the message again, Griffin? What does he want to get out there?
I'm a country boy, and I'm proud of it.
Maybe that. I mean, that seems very sort of to the structurally from a grammar perspective. That
Yeah,
seems,
done like in a nice like calligraphy kind of style.
Yeah.
Well,
what
I'm
about
not-
just in calligraphy, just the word agriculture on your body?
Uh-huh.
Would that be good? I feel like that says a lot about like my
Farmer.
My parents were farmers or ranchers, but they were involved with the production of produce
Maybe
that
it's
you get and eat at your grocery store.
Maybe it's like a picture of a farm, but they're growing pickup trucks. Is that an
So, like-
image we can capture in tattoo?
Like
And an American eagle is harvesting them.
I love this. Is the eagle driving like a caterpillar? Like a caterpillar like truck, not an
Oh, yes.
Yes, he is doing it by himself, and there are a bunch of migrants watching from afar and like crying.
Migrants
crying.
are watching the
Crying.
eagle driving the caterpillar truck, harvesting smaller ears of trucks. The eagle has a tattoo that says "truckin' and fucking."
Right. And the eagle saying something like, "Sorry, Paco, I've got it under control," or something like
Yeah.
sort of racist, but not. It's not like in your face. You wouldn't be
That's-
ashamed to take it off at the Olympic pool, you know?
That's 110% racist.
Is it because he said Paco?
Yeah,
I think
yeah. That was a contributing factor, Travis. Can you get Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes, and he's maybe like peeing on a city skyline?
I was going to say on a city skyline.
why
I like
on a
it.
city skyline?
Because
Because it's like, fuck the city.
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
He doesn't care for urban environments.
You get the American eagle eating a city mouse. That
Or-
might be a little hard to convey.
Or a giant American eagle eating a city.
What about a giant American eagle eating an American Eagle retail store? Because it says,
Oh
like,
my
hey,
God.
I know, I know. Why are the eagles so big? That's why can't it be just like a tasteful eagle eating a tasteful yet smaller American Eagle store?
When
Are-
you
are we
say giant, do you mean like in scale or like on his back?
I'm imagining a large ambulatory, a la Foghorn Leghorn, like walking around like super beefy eagle man hybrid.
Uh-huh.
Oh, oops, I'm turned on. Oh no,
No, not a. Can we get through one episode?
I
Do you guys
didn't.
know? Do you guys know the tattoo that Tony Danza has?
What is it?
It is a picture on his bicep of a man walking, and around the man it says "Keep on trucking." I recall this from I think I saw it 15 years ago, and God, I hope that's correct. But I'm fairly sure that is a tattoo that Tony Danza sports.
He is 2 words away from trucking and fucking. With the slightest amount of modification, we could get him on the rural train, or I guess the rural pack mule. What's the train out there?
The
Bro,
tractor?
I guess it's just a train. Who rides a train anymore?
Right, old timey farmers that don't know shit about planes and things. They get scared. They think it's a white dragon. They don't think that farmers. I'm sorry.
No, this is a good. Let's explore this vein, because you could just get an Amish person, because the Amish are like the ultimate country boys.
Oh, they're the oldest school. Old school.
Oh, what? You're listening to Hank Williams on the radio? We don't know who that is or what that is.
We don't have zippers, so
So,
maybe
what's
we're more street than you think. When the black swan comes and revolution sweeps across this globe and technology shuts down around us, the Amish are going to be the only ones that are out there just like living, that are making it.
Just real quick.
Okay.
What is the black swan, and why is it the harbinger of the apocalypse?
I thought you meant that movie.
Yeah, I thought that too.
No.
When that movie comes to Amish villages.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if that was the only movie they'd ever seen, it would kind of jack them up.
Sure.
That would be pretty messed up. But a black swan is a disproportionate role. I'm reading from Wikipedia now. It is a disproportionate role of high impact, hard to predict, and rare events that are beyond the realm of normal expectations in history, science, finance, and technology. So it's basically
feel
like it's the big one. When the black swan pops up.
In this scenario, Jesus' second coming at the same time as Quetzalcoatl's first coming, and they show up at the same time, and they're like, "Oh, it's awkward.
Let's
do it."
I can come back in 1,000
Yeah.
years. You wreak havoc, and then I'll come back and just sort of be and they'll both want to be the hero. No one wants to. No one wants to be the opener. Everybody wants to close out the stadium. So
Oh my God,
be a little
Jesus riding Quetzalcoatl. Oh,
Right.
we're all done.
Well, had a good ride, didn't we, humanity?
So get that tattoo.
Yeah.
Jesus riding Quetzalcoatl would be a good tattoo. I would.
Yeah,
I would
that
support
really
that.
lets people know that you're country and proud.
And
I
then
don't-
under that picture, agriculture.
Hey, guys, what's the non-rudest way to walk away from a conversation in the office that you can't contribute to anymore? Like, say you're talking to someone, and then someone else walks in, and the conversation became all about mammals from that point on. Would you interrupt the dialogue to say, "I'm leaving now," or would you just walk away silently? It's not like I don't like mammals. I just don't like talking about them sometimes. And that's from Mammals and Marmalade.
It's strange.
Is a strange obsession they have, but I think
Do you work at a zoo?
we can help. Maybe I prefer to talk about reptiles today. No more mammals for me. I don't have anything to add.
Reptiles are just scaly mammals,
Basically, yeah.
pretty much.
I think the non-rudest way is the most mysterious way. And that is to just wordlessly, don't make a big deal out of it, just turn and walk away. Like mid-sentence.
But that's like super
But
rude.
first,
Okay.
you gotta get really big eyes. And gasp a little bit, just...
like
and
you
walk
saw
away.
a ghost?
Yeah, just something where everybody... Now, they're done talking about mammals, because they're gonna wonder what that weird shit you just did was.
But you can do that like once ever.
Yeah.
It's not it's not like a renewable resource of extricating yourself.
And once you do it once ever, they're gonna come up to you immediately and be like, "Hey man, what the fuck?
that was really weird.
That was super weird. That thing you did."
You look
Then
like
you
you
have to
saw a
deny
black
it.
swan.
Can we go more mysterious? Can you carry with you a pouch of smoke bombs?
That's a
Throw
great,
one down,
that's a
poof,
great
you're
option.
gone. What's that in your other hand? Oh, it's a pouch of caltrops. You drop those in the smoke, they'll never find you. They'll try
Also-
to, but they'll step on the caltrops and they'll hurt their
They'll
feet.
never talk to you again. You'll probably get fired. This is not good good advice either.
Smoke bomb, caltrops. Where did he go? He grappling hooked away because he's Tinshu. Don't worry about
the
it.
grappling hook. You also need a grappling hook.
You need that. Basically, a lot of ninja gear. Do you know about katanas?
I maybe just hang around. Like, you don't have to. This is okay. I'm on this. Here's the biggest misconception that people have about conversations. No one enters a conversation to listen to things.
Nope.
Everybody enters a conversation to talk about things and force people to listen. The listening part is you paying the piper for all the talking you're going to do later. So if you are in a conversation and you don't have anything to add, you're sitting pretty, because you can just pile up debt of listening. Like, you can really be a great listener because you're in that very rare position of not having anything to say, and no one wants you to talk. No one ever wants anyone else to talk. All anyone ever wants is to talk and have everyone hang on their words. So you're not holding up your end of the social bargain here. So just stand there.
So you're saying you wait it out like a storm, and then you say, "Are we done with mammals?" And they say, "Yeah." You say, "Good, because it's time to talk about Doctor Who." Sit buckle
Strap in. It's
Strap
Doctor Who
in.
time.
It's Doctor Who time. I
Well,
hope
climbing in the
I'll take it a
TARDIS.
step further, and I'll look at it like that. But then when they leave a window open, leave a door open, like they mention a doctor, and then you jump right in there, and you
That
you
is the
cash in.
Travis. That is the Travis McElroy method, and
Boy,
you
yeah.
can't pretend like
Boy.
you just invented that as a goof for this podcast.
No, I'm not at all. You wedge yourself right into the conversation.
Oh,
And say,
man.
"Did you mention doctors?" Like, no, I didn't. Like, well, now that we have, let's talk about Doctor Who.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's my move.
That's not like a good move, though. We've
Yeah,
been
people
trying to get
love
you to
that.
stop pulling that move forever.
So yeah,
you say
it's-
that, but it worked. I mean,
I know
I've
you're
been doing
wondering
it for a while now, and
I know you're wondering about this bleeding headband. I was in a horrible accident and I just got back from the doctor. And hey,
Hey,
did you watch? Did you?
Right?
Dude, I loved it. Did you hear about the new companion? It's crazy. What were you
Big
saying?
Wolf.
Oh, you're dead. Fuck.
Sorry,
Should've
I forgot I was
listened.
driving to the hospital.
His next words were gonna be, "I need you to shoot this needle into my heart." But
And and the worst part is not that they died, but because you've always wanted to try that. You've always wanted to try to jam a needle into somebody's heart full of, what do they put in there? Adrenaline? That makes you live
Mountain Dew.
forever. Mountain Dew?
Surge.
Josta.
Josta. Fuck.
Damn it. Just sit there and listen.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? What a nice situation to be in and not be expected to contribute anything. Just sit in there
And if there's
listen.
enough people in the circle, like if we're talking like 1-on-1 or like 3 people, you gotta stand there forever, like until it naturally breaks up. But if you're like in a group of like 8-9 people, no one cares if you're there or not.
If you're in a big circle full of people and they're all talking, remember that God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. But he also gave you 2 legs and 2 arms, which is 4. So maybe jump in the middle of the circle and just dance.
Brain dance.
Just dance away.
Just bust a move.
Just bust a move. Just start dancing. Because that will be a new topic of conversation.
Especially if you start slowly at first and just like build up to it.
Do you mean like you ease into the middle? You just inch into the
What are
middle.
you saying about mammals? Yeah, my favorite mammal is a blue whale.
Here we go. And you gotta make these mouth noises too.
Yeah,
That's
man,
cute.
I sure hope blue whales are mammal.
Oh boy, howdy, do I ever.
We are gonna get emails about that if incorrect.
Okay.
And that's also great because then you'll be fired.
Well, I don't
I-
think you'll be fired. I think you'll be promoted,
Chief
which
Dancer.
is the opposite.
I recently turned 23 and my parents pulled the Prius Promise on me. 2 days before my birthday, they asked what I wanted as a present. I told them I wanted a high quality camera, which is something I was planning to buy for myself. On the day of my birthday, they told me they were still looking into what camera to get and didn't have anything for me. And it's been a few weeks, and now I'm not sure how they're going to get it for me at all. In which case, I would just buy the camera myself. But I don't want to do that if they've already ordered it online or something. How do I broach the subject without putting them on the spot? Or how long should I wait before I can safely assume they won't be getting me the camera? Now it's from Camera Shine, California. Ooh. Oof.
I have been in this position almost exactly, and it is the worst because basically what you're saying is, hey, when you gonna give me that present?
Yeah.
Ew, ew.
Here's one of the big mistakes you made, and this is a tricky thing. But if you care about something, especially if it's a big purchase, you should never let anyone make it for you. Like
Exactly.
never.
Especially with that fucking camera, there's so many variables.
so many. Does it take pictures?
What
Does
lens?
it not?
What? Yeah, high quality video, low quality video, instant Facebook posting nude pics,
For
sexting.
Sexting? Does it have
does
sexting?
it sext?
Is it sext enabled? There's so many choices. You gotta just hand them a pic. This isn't like kid stuff at Christmas where you could get the big toy book, get a red marker, and just circle 50 things and say like, I can't wait for Santa to get here. This isn't like that.
Can you kickstart?
Can you kickstart a camera for yourself?
Are you telling this person to ask their dad to kickstart for the camera?
No, you could. I mean, your dad can kickstart in if he wants, but you have to kickstart the Kickstarter, the program. You have to start
Kickstart your dad.
Yeah. Hey! Yeah! Kickstart my dad, don't you never stop!
Griffin.
Yeah.
Is it time yet? Time
Yeah,
for
sure.
Yahoo?
This Yahoo answer was sent in by Lisa Holofield. Thank you, Lisa. It's by Yahoo Answers user Buddhist Prime, who asks, is it illegal to take pictures of adults sleeping on college grounds after class when they are tired? As long as I am not profiting from it. Okay.
Wait.
People may not like it. People who are awake watching me take pictures of others may have a hissy fit about it. But there's nothing illegal about it, right? And if they get confrontational with me or put their hands on me, I can report them to the police and they can go to jail, right? Because people who do that have serious issues and need to be identified before they can become a later risk potential. Ultimately, I want to petition the dean for sleep capsules to be installed so that students, including myself, can rejuvenate our tired minds and do better in school. And I would use the sleeping students' pictures as evidence for this.
Whoa.
Several issues.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
This rabbit hole goes so deep.
First off, let's just get this out of the way. By students, they mean girls. And
Yep.
by girls, they mean attractive girls.
And by
Yes.
the dean, they mean their penis. And by sleep capsules, they may actually be talking about sleep capsules.
That may actually be on the level. That's
Mm-hmm.
weird enough to actually be accurate.
And just so I know, in what way would you profit from taking pictures of sleeping people?
What is there?
Like a coffee table book?
There's a market for all that. Travis, you can sell pictures of anything. Look at yesterday. I looked for pictures of a bull in a china shop, but also but a candy shop instead, because it was to illustrate a very important post I was writing from my live journal, and I had to go to one of those stock photo places and search for like bull in a candy shop, and I got a lot of results that I did not enjoy seeing, but I had to do it. People buy pictures of anything.
Weird.
Anything. Sleeping people. Dead people. Don't kill the people that are sleeping.
Don't kill the people at all.
Things that are illegal. This thing that you've described, maybe.
Maybe.
I
Killing-
think it definitely is.
Killing people, definitely 100%.
Right.
So don't do that part. I don't know if you take a. Here's the thing. If you take a picture of me and I'm asleep, and all you do is show it to the dean, I won't know about it.
Look at Griffin.
Look
Look how pitiful he looks.
I can't do anything about it. I'm so tired. I got a little sunburn yesterday. I can barely move. I can't chase you down.
I think that this is probably one of those things that may not be outright illegal, but if I catch you doing it, I will find a way to make it illegal. Like,
You'll-
I will claim it in a way that will make it sound really illegal.
You'll take him to Nickelodeon Kids Court and sue him. You'll sue him on like Judge Judy or something.
There's no legal precedent for this, but
Sir.
I mean, it's pretty skeezy, I guess.
If I see a picture of you taking a picture of an asleep person, I will find an adult, and they will take
I
care
need
of
an adult.
it. I will go get a teacher, and I will make them do something about
Can
it.
you imagine if you were the dean and brother rolled up with just like
Hey,
500 pictures and just
Listen-
like slammed them down on your desk?
I
Like,
could
what are you
really
gonna
go
do
for a
about this?
naparoo. So here's some smut, maybe.
Like very particular smut.
This might be smutty.
Here's the thing, you fucking creep. And I hate to poo-poo your pet project here, but they already have sleep capsules. You know what they're called? Bedrooms. Go to them and fucking sleep in them, you weirdo. I don't care that you're in college and you're discovering your body and you're questioning your faith. I don't give a shit about any of that. Go to like a bank. Go to the mall. Go to a place where real people are doing actual things and see how many of these fucking people said, "Oh, I'm sleepy. I'm going to lay down on the ground and I just wish there was a capsule here that I could sleep in."
And
Like-
you know what I find funny? As you've been describing this, Justin, if this person were doing it as an art project, there'd be nothing weird about this.
Right. It's the sleep capsule thing.
It's that. The fuck is a sleep capsule?
He
I picture a
shouldn't be.
tanning bed. I picture a tanning bed.
He shouldn't be penalized for having a functional project, creepy as though it may be. Because I don't know if you guys know this, sleepiness in college, it's an epidemic. It's taken over the world.
That's why we have like 5-hour energy drinks and sleeping.
Do you know
Like,
what's
just
in
go
those?
sleep.
Do you know how much vitamin B is in a 5-hour energy drink? What the percentage is of your daily?
Enough to
much?
get me going.
8,333%.
That's too much.
Up
That's
a little bit
too
too much
vitamin
B. Just a touch too much B in those.
Can I ask you guys a serious question about 5-hour energy drink that I've had forever?
Yeah.
Are you sterile because of all the 5-hour energy drinks you've drank?
No,
Because,
I know
yes.
why I'm sterile.
The
On
bee
the commercial, it
What's
says
your
that
reason?
it's because I make God mad. On the commercial for 5-hour energy, it says if you're not sure how it will affect you to drink half at first, does that give you 50% energy for 5 hours or 2.5 hours of 100% energy?
It's not. See, you think that it stacks like that, but I had a friend who wanted to stay up for an entire day. he drank 5 of them, like in a row, just like bam, 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 and then he jumped up and he kicked the sun, and he burned to death in the sun's heat. He died.
That was the weirdest episode of Jersey Shore. If you guys have never seen that one, track it down. What a twist. Hey, here's my problem with the sleep capsules.
Okay.
How do you explain to a local homeless that you have a bed, but this one is closer to the Chick-fil-A on campus?
Yeah.
So you're going to sleep there if that's cool. And by the way, sir, if you could please not sleep in it, even though, right, you're homeless.
Yeah.
How do you have that conversation with them? Not that you should talk to them, but how if they were to approach you, right? Flailing wildly and shouting about whatever it is they do. You know how they would be. I've not interacted with them myself. I live in a small town, but how I imagine they are. How would you have that conversation with them that that this is second bed and they can't get near it?
It's
You
more
could
like
charge a nickel.
yeah. Most
You charge a nickel to get
into the bed.
So you're saying that if I was a homeless person, for the princely sum of 5 cents a night, I could have a home. Is that
I
what you're
don't
saying?
know how the
It's-
homeless economy works,
First,
Dustin.
a lot of misconceptions here. You don't get a whole night's worth of sleep for 5 cents in the sleep capsule. You get a 20-minute energon nap, and then the sound of sirens wakes you up, and then you can put another nickel in, but it just adds to your time.
What do you guys think the perfect nap length is? What's the
20
perfect?
minutes.
See, I usually need 25, just for that 5 minutes of
Deep
just
REM?
Get in that headspace. I need to get in the headspace that I'm going to take a nap.
Maybe
Gotta
the
go.
sleep capsule has some sort of tech in it that just like maybe like a hammer, just like bang, just like hits you right in the center, like in both temples at once, and you die for just like 20 minutes, but then you come back
Yeah.
out of it because there's a needle that comes out and shoots Mountain Dew into your heart.
Oh, and there's an adjacent flatliners booth, so you can pay a nickel and flatliners with somebody as they take a death nap in an adjacent capsule. Is that
Yeah.
basically the way I understand it, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
With a homeless man standing guard.
Why do we not pay the homeless to guard our sleep/flatliners capsules? And that way it'd be a good steady work.
And we're creating jobs. You're welcome, Obama.
Yeah.
Welcome, Obama.
And all we have to do to get this plan to revitalize our country's business sector, to shoot Mountain Dew into its failing heart, all that we have to do is take some pictures of sleepy college co-eds. Is that okay?
And in closing, Dean, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
That is
Sorry
my-
that I've been jerking off this whole time. Just got out of the sleep energon, and now I have so much energy.
I
Gotta
will
beat
see. I will find my own way out. I thank you.
Please unhand my trifold board.
Good day. I am taking my poster board with me, sir. It will not be entered as evidence. We need evidence, though. We need evidence that you care about us. Not just us, but the whole Maximum Fun family. Griffin,
And nothing says love.
nothing
like dollar
says
bills.
love except dollar bills. to
Guys,
us.
I holler for that dollar, and you gotta have them, gotta count them. I need big, sky-high stacks of fungible bills.
Speaking
I
of
didn't
sky-
make it rain. Wait.
Speaking
Other
of
people make it
sky-high
rain on
stats,
me.
Let's say I $20 a month. That's not good enough for me. I really.
I
wanna
think we should do like a quick run through of all of the levels.
Oh, boy, okay. $5 a month, you get all the bonus stuff. $10 a month, friendship bracelet. $20 a month, diamond friendship circle with the cool water bottle.
Like the kind of water bottle a Marine would have.
Yeah, so you could turn it into a geocache pretty easily. That's all I'm saying. $35 a month, you're gonna get all that stuff, and you'll be a member of Judge Hodgman's post-apocalyptic justice squad. That comes with a friendship emergency kit. Gives you a half bag of delicious coffee from Tonks. Tonks is a coffee delivery service that brings that good, fresh stuff that hasn't been sitting on shelves.
I have seen people on Twitter reacting to the freshness of their Tonks bag.
They're
Like
already
they
getting
just they opened up their Tonks bag and just instant
Yeah.
nose orgasm. That's gross. Let's go.
Nosegasm.
Move forward.
There's going to be Max Fun playing cards, Mad Libs, Alka-Seltzer for your hangovers, a headphone splitter for your friends to share, bubblegum cigars, so much more stuff.
And all the other stuff you get at like 5, 10, and 20.
Yeah, and if you give them $50 a month, which is like half of a dinner out with a loved one, you're going to a fancy place and say, no, let's stay in tonight and eat the blondies that Max Fun proprietors Jesse and Teresa Thorne made for us in their kitchen and sent to us. That's what
Gonna
you get
cast
at $50
a
a month.
magic spell of protection over it to save it from being infected with horrible diseases in transit or from being eaten by your hungry UPS man.
Now, remember, when you're giving to the network, you are absolutely supporting us, helping us get that Skrilla. That's great. And the most important thing, let's not forget, but you're also helping to support our hosting fees. You're helping to bring on new shows that you'll love, like Throwing Shade and all the others.
I have been mainlining Throwing Shade. I've almost finished the entire
awesome,
run of
right?
it. It's no kidding, guys. If you haven't listened to it yet, it's so fucking funny. Like,
Yeah. The only people who really shouldn't listen to Throwing Shade or Stop Podcasting Yourself or Jordan Just Go are if you have a comedy podcast of your own, say with your brothers, and you get kind of spooked whenever somebody else is really funny.
yeah.
And it makes you a little jealous when somebody else is getting a lot of laughs and you wish you'd gotten to those laughs first. Then maybe you shouldn't listen to those shows because maybe it'll make you sort of, let's say, moody.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't recommend it, but otherwise they're great stuff.
You gotta, Justin, you gotta keep your enemies close.
MaximumFun.org/donate. That's the address. Help us out here, guys. Please help us to crush Jordan Jesse Go like so many Totino's pizza rolls underneath.
Help us
our
crush
fists.
our dear, dear friends.
Help us crush our friends by supporting our show and them also.
We are about we're trying to get 1,000 new donors for this
Right.
year. If you are a donor from years past, first of all, thank you so fucking much. You're the best in the world. If you're a donor from previous years, you're going to get all of the bonus digital content. And I think if you're at $10 or above, you're going to get the friendship bracelet. But the rest of the thank you gifts are for new donors. You can still get them.
Or if you up your donation.
You can still get them if you up your donation level. But otherwise, you're going to get all of the bonus episode stuff, including the bonus episode that we recorded with our dad, which was the most delightful hour of my year so far. No offense.
Yeah.
And just think about it this way, to put it in context, like if you do the $20 donation, right, $20 a month, that's like you and a friend or you and a loved one going to see one movie a month, right? And for just hours and hours and hours of hilarious podcasts.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not asking much.
Yeah, remember, you're not buying the thank you gifts. You're helping to there are so many things that suck. So many things are whack out there. You watch TV, you look at the movies, you listen to the radio. So many things are terrible. You know it, I know it. It's no secret.
You probably paid money to watch Jack and Jill.
Right? You paid money to watch Jack and Jill. There is basically only one good thing in the whole world, and that's Maximum Fun. And if you support that, you're helping to help grow more rad stuff, and you're helping to you're fighting back against the forces of mediocrity by supporting the Maximum Fun network. And that's
Be a rad stuff gardener. That's all
rad
that we
stuff
ask.
gardener. That's all we ask. MaximumFun.org/donate. I'm flying to Boston for PAX East next week, and not only is this only second time I've flown somewhere, but it is also my first time flying alone. Despite the fact that I am handsome and manly, I'm also claustrophobic and afraid of heights, which makes hurtling through a tube in the sky rather stressful. What can I do to keep myself from having a panic attack? That's from Airborne in Austin. This is my no-fail, pleasurable flying plan. So you go to the airport, right? Make sure you get there with enough time so it's not going to be stressful for you. You don't drink any caffeine. That's key. You go to the gift shop. You get yourself some Dramamine. What's that? You're not motion sick? I don't give a shit. You buy yourself some Dramamine. You get yourself a beverage that is not uncaffeinated. Right when your flight boards, you get into the flight. You take 2 Dramamine. You slurp down some of that soda, but not so much that it's going to give you a full bladder. Jam those Dramamine. In 30 minutes, you are going to have a pleasant, fuzzy feeling all over your body. you're going to be sleepy, and you're also it dries you out. You're going to have a little bit of cotton mouth, but you're also not going to have to pee the whole time.
That's great.
It is
I
like
have
How
to-
long does that last?
it's like it can last up to 6 hours. So if it's if it's shorter than that, you might experience a little grogginess, but nothing a quick stop at the airport Starbucks won't fix.
You
Oh, and that non-caffeinated beverage, by the way, if you can make it an alcoholic beverage, you are really going to be there for a treat.
Bob's your uncle. That's where it is. Maybe just I don't know, if you're in the plane and you get Skyscared, then you make your way to the restroom, disable that smoke alarm because it's not really a crime, and then you maybe smoke a jazz cigarette.
Smoke
Yeah.
some weed, you're saying?
Roll up
Smoke
I'm saying like light
spliff.
a heavy spliff.
Spliff.
You pack a joint paper,
Right.
put weed dust in it, and then you eat it.
Smoke it.
And then you ask to take a tour of the cockpit.
This is great.
Sir? Madam?
Pardon,
I would like a tour of the cockpit and a pair of tiny wings, please.
sir. You are holding the smoke alarm in your hand.
Sir.
So tell me what's the end game here?
There are wires sticking out of the back of it comically.
Comically, your pants are on your ankle. What?
You're crying, sir.
Where do we go from here?
What's the next step?
Your mouth looks really dry. Are you
Your mouth
on
looks
Dram
super
right now?
dry. What's going on? You
are
smoked
you on
weed
so much
and
Dram?
Dramamine? Ah, fuck. Yo, he's shaking. He's going in shakes. Get the needle.
Ugh.
Get the
Get
do.
the needle.
He needs
Get
to
the
do the
needle.
do.
Help him.
This is just another case of sky fear gone bad.
When will we finally stop flying? Man
When?
was never meant to do this. That is the worst pilot ever, I think. We cannot let him fly. this
That
plane
happened.
anymore.
That just happened with that
That
pilot.
did
He was
happen.
like 9/11. It's like, hey, sir. Pardon, sir.
Sir.
Sir,
Some of
you're
us-
in charge. You have been charged with the safety, the safekeeping of 100 lives. So if you could
He's
do me just,
anti-Solly Sullivan.
I know that you have a touch of the sky fear, but if you could just do me one favor and just lock it down, just for like 2 hours. We're in Tulsa in 2, so if you could lock down your sky fear just for 2, sir.
If you could just keep your shit together for 2 hours and let me get off the metal bird and let me get off this white dragon. And let
We can
me
talk. Listen, we
onto
can
the
talk.
ground.
We can talk all about how it was a hoax, and how it's all happening again in real
we
time, and
changed and all
Jesus
that.
and
I get
and
it.
Quetzalcoatl, and it's all great. It's all gravy. Just give me 2. If you could give me 2, that would be fantastic.
If you could just act like a grown ass man for 2 goddamn hours.
Take these
while you
Dramamine.
pilot the-
Light this spliff. I just took out the smoke machine, the smoke alarm. I took the smoke machine out of the cockpit. It was doing nobody any favors.
I turned off the smoke monster.
I can sit here. I will talk to you about Doctor Who for 2 hours, and we will just and then what? We're in Tulsa. Just handle
Right.
it.
Just calm down and fly. The one thing you have to do is, like, as a pilot, the planes basically fly themselves. We've all heard it said. The one thing you have to do as a pilot, your one sort of responsibility, is to not leave
Freak
the
out.
cockpit and start talking about 9/11. That's like the one thing you don't have to do. If you can not do that one thing, you are like 75% of the way there. After that, it's just looking good and banging stewardesses. But
You know, though, this pilot, though, might have been going out of his way for customer service. What do I mean, you ask? I'll explain.
Please do, because
Since
right now this
every
is
time
crazy.
I fly on an airplane, what I want, every time I have the experience, and I know, but what I want is an experience in which, upon landing the plane, the entire flight just erupts into applause.
Okay.
okay.
Like, we're just so happy to have landed.
Okay.
Like, we did it. We've done it. And nothing says I'm so glad to have landed like a crazy Skyscared pilot.
What you're saying, you are giving me the Tyler Durden tomorrow when you wake up after this flight, your cereal will taste better than it ever has
Yeah.
before. Is that
Yeah.
what you're telling me?
I've gotten halfway there. I've flown on a flight at Christmas where we sang Christmas carols in midair during turbulence.
That's fucking beautiful. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but we didn't applaud when we landed. I tried, and nobody joined in with me.
Hey, Travis, if I want to appreciate the life Christ has given me, I'll read a Mitch Albom book, okay? For the duration of the flight, if the pilot could just not leave the cockpit and talk about 9/11, and I'll be back here reading Tuesdays with Maury, sir.
What if he came on the intercom and was just like, hello, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take a second to talk to you about 9/11.
Is it? It was. If you watch the videos, it
Can you
was
do the
clearly-
voice like Travis did,
Yeah,
please?
I'm talking in my hands. If you watch the videos on YouTube, they explain a lot. New World Order, Illuminati, there were missiles on the plane. Oh, oops. If I see the pilot on a flight that I'm on, I'm like, well, that's it. I'm dead. I'm dead. I will look out the window fully expecting us to be fucking flying into the hungry mouth of a volcano, because that's where I think we are.
There's nothing you want to see less than the pilot.
The pilot's just walking in the bathroom to take a shit. I don't care. I saw him leave his charge.
If I'm at Terminal B and I see a pilot at the Chili's Express, I'm going to defecate my pants. I don't want to see any pilots ever. They have one plate. They should be surgically attached to the cockpit. That's where they belong. Don't get out of there. It's a one thing you can't do. Do you know if there was another pilot like on the plane that went into the cockpit and helped them land it?
Yeah.
That's going to give you a false sense of security, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you just always assume there's another one. There's a backup pilot.
Sure.
But
If your first one breaks down.
Absolutely dope is that guy, though.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got
Like,
this.
I've
I
got
got
this. And you know what? In the footage that I saw, it definitely looked like he was wearing a uniform. Are they like Spider-Man? Like they have to keep it on?
Well, you know how
something like that?
the pilot's life is a horrible, horrible life to lead. Because imagine when, Justin, you and I both work at home, so like punching out, not a big deal. Like we can just go in the kitchen and now we're eating a sandwich. Travis, you have to drive home after when you punch the clock. Pilot, he could punch the clock and be like, fuck, where? I'm in Tokyo. God damn it. I gotta go get on a plane and get home to.
I just assumed they were nomadic and just set down wherever the plane landed.
You think?
Home is whatever port. Yeah, exactly. They're like
That's-
merchants.
But that's. I don't think that's how it. I don't think that's how.
I'm almost certain they are citizens of no land.
Right. They have no allegiance to. That's why if you're going to go to war, the first ones you should court are the pilots. Because they have no allegiance to any swath of land. They say no territory but the sky, no race but the blue. And that's their sort of credo. That's their motto. That's their house words, basically.
That was the nerdiest. That was the single nerdiest paragraph you've ever.
I didn't come up with it, Griffin. Blame the pilots. Maybe the fact that maybe they don't have enough stress. They obviously don't have anything to worry about. Maybe you should pile your complaints on with them. Things are obviously
But
going
good luck
super
finding
for
them because they're always on the move.
You can't track them down. You can't crush them. You have to work from the inside.
And they have diplomatic immunity.
Is
They
that
do.
true?
That's true. Pilots can do anything. It's not considered a crime.
Pilot cannot be charged for anything.
There's
done
actually
whilst
only
a
one.
pilot.
There's only one like. I would say like no if you're a pilot. Can you guess what it is? Did you guess leaving the cockpit and talking about 9/11? Because that is exactly it. That's the one thing you can't do. That will get you excommunicated from the Church of Flying. That's a really bad thing to do.
And then you got to start paying taxes again.
One thing, just one last actionable thing for realsies. This is 100%. Like I don't like flying really either, but the one thing that I do that helps me lock down my sky scaredness, my sky fear, is just look at the stewardess and look at how bored she looks, or look at the steward.
That was my thing. I think I told you that, and I think you took that to heart. And it
Look
really
at the
meant a lot
flight.
to
Look
you.
at the flight attendant, and just look at how bored they look, and just think like, this is even when it gets rough, even when it gets choppy. If they are flying into the mouth of a volcano, a flight attendant will just keep on reading Hunger Games. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal. They'll keep reading their People magazine, and they won't even
Trust the
they won't even
pilot,
sweat.
trust the plane. Unless that pilot, but I bet you that's the worst fear in the world because they think everything's cool and locked down 100% of the time. And that's why they look bored. And the pilot snaps, and it's like 9/11. I bet you the fear that they feel is like when Superman feels pain for the first time. I bet you they just shit to
Losing their
death in
minds.
seconds.
It's got to be a spooky one because you got to tell yourself that nothing ever happens on planes.
Yeah.
you've got to. That's what you got to promise. That's what you have to keep telling yourself.
How about a Yahoo answer?
Yeah, that sounds good.
This Yahoo was sent in by Joanna Hines. Thank you, Joanna. It's by Yahoo Answers user Stupid Ass,
Nice.
who asks,
What's his username though?
it's Carl Weathers Fan 2011.
Okay.
Carl Weathers Fan 2011 asks, penis stuck in a CD tray? I thought it would be funny, but then I got sucked in. I am in incredible pain. I can't get it. What do I do? Butter doesn't work.
This is actually horrifyingly close to some of the emails we get from first-time listeners.
I'll tell you what you don't do.
What's
Press
that?
the close button.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he has already committed that particular foible.
Right.
So wait, he put his penis in the CD tray
Sure.
and closed it?
I think it may have been an auto-close situation. You know, if you leave the
right.
CD tray out for too long, they don't want you to slip and step on it and then break your computer. So,
Then I assume he just immediately killed himself.
Yeah. What kind of? First off, let me just get this out of the way.
hit me.
If this is some kind of viral thing for there's something about Mary too, there's something else about Mary, I'm going to be very
There's
put
something
out.
more about Mary
Something
that
more
we have
we-
yet to discover.
we-
Dumb and
neglected to tell you,
dumber. Dumb and dumber.
Right. That then I will be very put out. Secondly, who is using CD players? Who is out there putting? You deserve it. You know what? Maybe this is the Amish. They're not used to dealing with zippers, so they don't have a sort of a perennial fear about their dong zones.
Well,
Getting
but
stuck in
this
stuff.
this could also be like a CD or DVD drive on like a computer. But like even then, like who doesn't just download all their shit? Like you can't get your penis stuck in Steam. You know.
Guys, you're missing my question.
Sorry, Travis. Go ahead.
What kind of goof is this?
Yeah. What? How did this happen?
I did it to be funny.
Maybe it's
okay. In what context?
Maybe it's like a lo-fi high-tech bris.
Right.
Was somebody else using the computer you stuck up behind them and put your penis in the disk drive?
Yeah.
Oops, got ya.
Oh no! Don't close it.
There's a few
Why would
things.
you do this?
I would say there's a few things in the world, maybe a small handful, that you shouldn't put your penis in, like a crocodile's mouth.
Kardashian.
Well, I was gonna say like a cigar cutter, but you.
Okay.
I'm
A
talking
tiny
about
novelty guillotine.
yeah, a refrigerator door, a freezer door, a toaster oven. There's actually, you know what? There's a lot. There's actually like just one or two things that it's actually okay to.
Vaginas and buttholes, people. That's it.
Thank you.
That's it. And pumps for some of us.
That's not okay, actually.
Pump is okay.
No, because I
If
could
you really get to know the pump first, then
I could search Yahoo Answers for penis pump oops, and I would get 10 responses, each of which say butter doesn't work.
I would say, Griffin, that if you search penis blank oops, like anything in the middle there, the number one response is going to be butter doesn't work.
It's turning green. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. It's turning green. Help me. Something like
This
that.
is okay. So, I have in the 100 episodes of doing the show, what I've learned is to not judge anybody for the stuff that they are into.
Correct.
Agreed.
So, if this dude had put like, I wanted to bone my computer,
Yeah.
so I put my penis in it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? I don't necessarily subscribe to that, but go for it.
There's so many sharp edges, though.
But to do it as a goof, there's also better ports that you could use. But to do it,
What's that, Travis? What's that, Travis? What port? Do you have USB 4.0, and this time we shaped it like a vagina for goofs?
He puts it in. Put it in as a tappy.
I got this new
I
Thunderbolt.
guarantee,
This new Thunderbolt dongle.
that there is somewhere a weird thing that you can hook up to a USB port that is a vagina.
you're right.
A USB vagina.
You're right. You're probably right.
I know I'm
But
right.
this is the thing, though. This is 2012 right now, and this is what's so frustrating. And this kind of goes back to your different strokes, literally for different folks. If you want to fuck it, there's probably a web page that tells you how to,
Sure.
sort of
Yeah.
safe in a safe space, safe for discussion, and also safe in the sense that oh god, oh no, how can
Oh
this
God,
happen
oh
to
no.
me?
Yeah.
Not my genitals, please. But
These are my favorite.
you can just do a little research next time. That is
Yeah.
not a
And then don't try to cover it up by saying, I thought it would be funny.
Here's-
Be honest with yourself. You wanted to bone your computer.
Here's a better Yahoo to ask. Carl Weathers fan 2010 asks, thinking about putting my penis in a disk drive for sexual pleasure. Got some butter at the ready. JIC. Tips, advice. Anybody got any experience in this particular department? There's a Yahoo answer worth asking.
Yeah, right. Not
Because then you might
during.
get someone. Then you might get, Then you might get Billy D. Williams, fan 2010, who comes in and is like, "Don't," because butter definitely,
But it does not work.
the butter will just run down and do nothing.
What? Yeah, and don't wait till your penis is in a computer and stuck there before you're typing on Yahoo Answers. That said,
An ounce of prevention.
yeah, right.
guys,
That said,
it's-
he's never been so happy to have that wireless keyboard, because he thought it was a needless expense.
It's the ultimate catch-22 because the only way he can free his penis is by turning the computer off and freeing himself from his lifeless jaws. But
Right.
the only way you can do that is to turn it off and then not get that answer from Yahoo Answers. Catch-22.
Catch-22. He
Once
dies
again,
there.
this is another my baby just drank a bunch of alcohol question.
Yeah.
Maybe going to Yahoo Answers isn't your best outlet.
Okay, Travis, what other bulletin board on the planet is going to know how to solve this particular pickle? A doctor? This is the first. You could read every medical journal on the planet and stuck my dick in a disk drive is not going to show up, not going to ping any results.
And Travis, where was your fucking folksy brand of homespun wisdom back before he put his dick in a computer?
Yeah.
Where were you?
Well, that was the time to call your local doctor.
Excuse me, doc? No doctor in the world is going to okay that one, though. You don't want... It's easier to get forgiveness than permission, really. You don't want to tell... No
I
doctor
think
is
that's a
gonna-
great litmus test.
Yeah.
Will my hometown old-timey doctor that still hands out lollipops approve of me sticking my dick in this for goofs?
Mm-hmm.
No.
And it was not for goofs.
It was not for goose.
It was not for
you were trying to
goose.
create a cyborg hybrid, but this is not. This is
is
not
not how
a
the Cylons
sanctioned
were
way to
created.
do it. This is how you get your dick in a computer forever. You have to carry this computer. You're going to walk your daughter down the aisle with your dick in this. You're going to have your CPU in one hand, your daughter in the other. So just
That what you
enjoy
want?
that lifestyle. Is that what you would like? Can't fly anymore because you can't get it through the security. I bet. That'd be one way to deal with your sky fear, though. Is to just let your dick just get.
Well, because after that, you got nothing to be afraid of. Like, what's going to happen to you after you get your dick stuck in a computer forever? Like, that gives you a really great, like, point of reference.
For what?
I don't even
Like
know
any
what
other
it's
pain you
about.
experience.
It doesn't compare to that one time.
Yeah.
Right.
Ow, I stubbed my toe. I mean, I guess it's kind of bad, but it's no dick in a computer.
Right.
I got a MacBook Air because it doesn't have a disk drive in it. Because I thought maybe
so
there
you
might
wouldn't
be,
be tempted?
maybe. Well, I don't know. That's a chance. But I mean, I sit with this computer on my lap. Maybe I'll sneeze funny.
That sneeze would have to be hysterical.
Yeah.
To put your wiener in there. Guys, thank you so much for
Guys, seriously, don't Google USB vagina.
don't hey, Griffin, you did, didn't you?
I might just be looking at usbvagina.blogspot.com. Maybe just
I don't
browsing
want-
some articles.
Just perusing some recent posts. Thank you so much for listening to our show and bearing with us as we talk about things that are really just the pits. Just really terrible stuff. Really dredging it up this week. So we're sorry about that. But we are very happy that you gave us some of your time to listen. If you could, go to MaximumFun.org/donate. Spare a few bucks a month. Help us get over this goal. Help us keep making great stuff. Help us crush Jordan and Jesse Go like so many Frito-Lay corn chips
Why
underneath
snack-
our massive fist.
You're stuck on snack food. I guess it's easy to
Snack-
crush.
I think that's pretty easy to crush, those things. Like so many over-ripened strawberries. Is that good? Or that's still food?
Why are you crushing food?
I'm trying to think of things that are easy for me to crush.
Baby birds.
Like so many baby birds underneath our hiking boots.
Yikes.
Just if you could help us out there and help us get over the limit. We know you can do it. We believe in the Bambinos, and we know that they're going to help us get past that goal. who else do we need to thank, Griffin? Who else has helped us get the show off the ground?
Well, we need to thank John Roderick in the Long Winters for the use of our theme song, It's a Departure, off the album Putting the Days to Bed, which you can buy pretty much anywhere that music is sold, and just listen to it and enjoy its words. Think about the words, think about the deeper meanings behind those words. Maybe try to learn something about yourself using the songs as a platform for those realizations.
And I also want to thank our dad, Clint McElroy, for guest starring on our bonus episode. It was great. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy.
And if you want to follow our daddy, he's DOCCURM. He talks about he's on Twitter. He talks about comic books a lot. But you can follow our daddy. And thank you to everybody tweeting about the show. So many,
and tweeting about MaxFunDrive.
Yeah, Don Chappell, of course. Eminent Emily, Jenny Eccleston, Alex Fear, the Izzy Johnson, everybody who's been telling their friends to go listen to our show and also to donate and help clear their conscience. Thank you so much for your support. We love you so much, and nothing will make you feel as good as seeing people who are willing to part with their hard-earned cash because they like what you're doing enough to keep it going. Means a lot, so thank you.
And the only thing we ask is if you're on the Twitter and you're telling your friends and followers, like, I've done it and so should you, just make sure to throw a link on there.
Yeah, MaximumFun.org/donate. So that's it. Thank you. We love you in advance.
So much. This final Yahoo was sent in by question mark. It's by Yahoo Answers user Sally, who asks, where can I find Professor Snape porn?
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother and me. Kiss your dad. Square on the lips.
Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart. 3 stacks, these girls are smart. Play your part.
I'm Greg from Omaha.
And I'm Shannon from Omaha.
And we donate to MaximumFun.org.
Oh yeah, we listen to all the shows.
Yeah, we've been listening to Throwing Shade.
Oh yeah, Throwing Shade is amazing.
It's always been a reason to, increase our donation level. So it's like, well, they added my brother and me, so we should donate $5 more a month this year.
As MaxFun gets more and more donors, you can really see that money being put to work to make MaxFun better. I mean, Jesse probably could get away with putting out the same level of content, but you see him getting, better editors and more shows and just putting so much more time and effort. So whenever I give money or when we up our donation, we really feel like we're going to improve something that we already love rather than, paying for something that'll stay the same.
I don't think there's any other media resource or entertainment resource or what have you. I don't think there's any other community like Max Fun out there.
Support Maximum Fun today. Just visit MaximumFun.org/donate. Thank you.